Alright, picture this. The manga that you've been reading for a while, we will be getting an anime adaptation. You are excited for this anime adaptation, right? You've been engaging discussion with several communities on Discord, Twitter, Reddit, 4chan, Facebook, you name it, right? And then when that anime came out, right? Come out, well, when that anime comes out, right? Airing, you decided that you will be waiting for all the episodes to come out before you watch it. So you will be binging it. And by the time that anime is done airing, you just kind of forget about it. And that is how I feel about my watching habit when it comes to several media. And I don't know, it's been like this for a while now. I don't know what's happening to me. There's so much anime that I wanted to watch. I've like stockpiled a lot of anime for me to watch, and I haven't watched a single episode of them. Well, I've watched, several, but, I haven't finished it. So I'm just, I want to talk about all the animes that I want to watch, before the season end, just want to like squeeze that little bit of time before the year ends, right? So, okay, let me see the anime that is like airing. We will be starting in winter 2022, and I'm going to tell you what are the animes are on my radar from winter 2022 up until fall of 2022. So let's start. So I think winter 2022 is kind of stacked, but yeah, it is kind of stacked. So let's see. Definitely Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer. I think this is the entertainment district. Yeah, because they, kind of release like the episode structure of the train arc. And I think I'm gonna stick with the movie because I haven't even watched the movie, bro. But I'm gonna watch the movie structure, except not the episode structure. But yeah. So next one on my radar is Shingeki no Kyojin, Attack on Titan final season part two. And when I found out that the final season part two will be getting a part three, I was like, why even call it a final season? Why even just call it a final season? I mean, they're structured pretty good for like seasons. You could just name them season four, five, and six, right? I don't know why just like stick with the final season. I think they should just stick it to like season, four, five, six. Six being the final season, and that's where they should be naming it that. The final season, like legit final season. Okay, next one is Sono Biscuit wa Koi wo Suru, which is My Dress Up Darling. And I've heard a lot about this anime. It's just basically this cute ass Gyaru, doing a lot of cosplay and stuff. It's kind of like a wholesome romance that's like cosplay and stuff. And I've always wanted to watch this one. I don't know why, I kept doing this. I wanted to watch this. All right, so I think this is all the anime that on my radar. Takagi-san is not on my radar, so I think this one. It's Akebi Sailor's Uniform. I think that's one is also good. So there's four animes that on my radar in winter 2022. Now let's go to the spring, which is that is the first part of Spy Family. I really love Spy Family. I did watch Spy Family, so I caught up with the first core, and I haven't caught up with the second core. Kaguya-sama, I haven't kept up with Kaguya-sama. I've watched the first season. It was like a really good romance, kind of like a psychological horror, at many times in that anime. But I've always wanted to continue Kaguya-sama, and I think this is like the third season in the spring 2022 for Kaguya-sama. They released like the second season in 2020, I believe. Not sure though. All right, next one is the Rising of the Shield Hero season 2. A lot of people were hyped up about this. I watched the Shield Hero season 1, but I'm not. Yeah, I did watch season one of Rising Shield Hero, but I haven't finished season one. I think I'm at like episode 15, 16, and I haven't really continued it for some reason. And based on this ratings, it's currently at a 6.56 on my anime list. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. It's kind of discouraging to watch this, with a rating like that. But anyway, I've heard a lot of good things about summertime rendering. It has a pretty high rating as well. I don't know. It's definitely on my radar, and I wanted to watch this. I've downloaded a couple of episodes of this, so I'll probably download all of the episodes just to watch them. And yeah, that's about for summertime rendering. Okay, this one is also kind of interesting. This is Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. So this is like about this like cute looking pink haired girl who has this like kind of like alternate personality. She kind of looks cool, I guess, and then this MC kind of just like a simp towards his girlfriend. And I think it's a pretty, pretty wholesome synopsis, but I don't know why the rating's kind of low. Well, I think the rating's pretty mid, so it's like a 7 out of 10. It's 6.94. You might as well call it 7 stars, right? Call Me Son. Wow. My relative, my cousin, is like asking me to watch this, right? And he is like a big Komi-san fan, bro. And when I go to his room, when we're vibing, just talking about games and Genshin and gacha games and animes and computer games and stuff like that, his wall is like completely wrapped in Komi-san prints. You know what I mean? So now apparently this is already the second season. Wow. I think the first season aired back in 2020, I think. It was fall of 2020. That's interesting. And that's pretty much it about summer 2022. Let's see what's next. On to the summer of 2022. Right? All right. So now there's definitely a lot of this, not a lot, but there's some of animes here that I've wanted to watch like for a long ass time, and that is the second season of Classroom of the Elite. Like I'm a big fan of this. Like the anime's one, all right. So, I'm interested in reading the light novel just to see the difference between the anime and the light novel, but I haven't really done that, right? Because back then I watched the Classroom of the Elite back in 2018, and I really, really liked the anime, right? I really, really liked the anime. And I've been waiting ever since for a second season. I've been checking Google, I've been checking Twitter for any like announcement, regarding for like a sequel season, like season 2 of Classroom of the Elite. But like Kadokawa, like the one like the publisher for the light novel of Classroom of the Elite, they keep releasing teasers for the light novel. It kind of looks like at the anime version, and then every time they kind of do that, I kind of get disappointed. You know what I mean? Because they're kind of advertising it as this like, okay, it kind of looks like an anime, but no, they're like announcing for a new volume of the light novel. And because they were adding like voiceovers from that as well, from those like announcement for like new volume of Classroom of the Elite. It kind of sucks. And I'm really, really glad that Classroom of the Elite got a second season, and I think third season as well. So the future is looking bright for this anime, and it's got a pretty high rating as well at an 8.16 star. That's good. All right, so next one here is Overlord, and to be honest with you, I haven't watched a single episode of Overlord. I wanted to try this one. I think this is like I don't know if this is like an isekai or just a like a straight up fantasy game. I think if I remember correctly, I think this is like a game. Like the synopsis is they are in a video game, right? And the main character is like the final boss or some shit. I don't remember, but I haven't, again, I haven't watched a single episode of Overlord, and wow, and here it's like the fourth season of Overlord. That's crazy. And in this summer 2022, we got The Devil is a Part-Timer season 2, a pretty mid rating at a 6.68 stars. This is like the anime that everybody been waiting for. I think the first season of this anime was aired back in 2013 or 2012. I don't remember, but I've watched the first season. I really, really like what I watched there, and I'll still watch this even though the rating's pretty mid, but yeah, this is interesting. And now we got the second season of Rent a Girlfriend. Yeah, I understand the rating, bro. Yeah, I understand the rating. 6.88. It's pretty mid. I think, the reason why people are still watching Rent a Girlfriend, it's because of the heroine, Chizuru. Chizuru, yeah. Yeah, and Chizuru and her voice actress Sora Amamiya, because she voiced Aqua from Konosuba and other animes, and she's really funny. And she also voiced Kazumi from, is it Kazumi? Yeah, Kazumi from Persona 5 Royal. All right, so next is Made in Abyss, the Golden City of the Scorching Sun. I believe this is the second season of Made in Abyss. A lot of people are recommending this anime to me, but I haven't watched a single episode of this. And it's got a pretty high rating, 8.70 stars. I think they're kind of, making this look like kind of like a magical girl, like everything is like looking so innocent, and then after a couple of episodes, there's gonna be like some bizarre thing. You kind of like got scary, kind of got depressing. I think that's like the vibe that I'm picking up from Made in Abyss. So good thing that, I haven't, stumbled upon, any spoilers. So, I'll watch this probably. All right. I think this one is like pretty interesting. This is Licorice Recoil. A lot of people were making like fan arts of Licorice Recoil. My Twitter got filled with not art styles, artwork, fan arts of the characters in Licorice Recoil. And I've watched Licorice Recoil, but I haven't finished it. Okay, but I'm planning to finish it because I'm at like episode 7, episode 8 of Licorice Recoil, and it's been a while since they wrapped it up. So I'll just finish it. It's just like a couple of episodes now. Only need to watch a couple of episodes. Ruby Ice Queendom. I think this is like the anime adaptation of the Ruby, Western animated, like the 3D animated one. That's pretty interesting. Let's watch this one, maybe. But anyway, that's pretty much it for all of the animes that are on my radar for the summer of 2022. Now let's go to fall of 2022, which is currently. All right, so now we're at the fall 2022, and I believe this is like the most stacked one, bro, out of the seasons in 2022. Fall 2022 is the most stacked one. Like there's so many animes here that has like a pretty, high rating. Damn, bro. Okay, let's see. The biggest one, everybody hyping it up is Chainsaw Man. I've finished the first part of Chainsaw Man. I haven't really caught up with the part 2 of Chainsaw Man. I've read Chainsaw Man when also in, the height of the lockdown. So, while watching, One Piece, when I'm done watching and, kind of read manga or and webtoons, and including in those mangas and webtoons was Chainsaw Man, because a lot of the fan arts that I see on Reddit were Chainsaw Man. And who is this like, bad bitch? Who is this bad bitch with a red hair that's like in a office lady suit? And I was like, okay, let me just read this. And then I was like, wow. It's kind of fucked up, kind of reading Chainsaw Man, but it's really like a very, very interesting read. Okay. I didn't really binge it. I kind of like finished it in like, I don't know, 2 weeks. Not finished reading, but like keeping up, right? Keeping up with the manga. I don't know if it was 2 weeks or maybe a week. Yeah, I think it was a week and a half. Yeah, because I've always focused on watching One Piece, because I was watching One Piece like 10 to 15 episodes per day, and that's kind of tiring. Reading the subtitles and loading up the next episodes. It's pretty tiring. For me, at least. All right, next one is Spy Family Part 2. Again, I've watched the first part of Spy Family, and I haven't really, caught up with the part 2 of Spy Family. And that's really interesting. And, I'm definitely going to watch this. Spy Family, easily becomes like my one of my favorite animes to watch. It's pretty wholesome. It's also kind of funny because, Anya and her interactions and stuff like that. So, yeah. I've, really interested in Spy Family. It's my favorite anime. All right, now next is Mob Psycho 100. I've watched the first season and I haven't really caught up ever since. And, this one is also good. Kind of reminds me of, One Punch Man art style because of the main character. really. So that's all that I can say about Mob Psycho 100 because I haven't kept up ever since. Boku no Hero Academia, My Hero Academia season 6. I haven't kept up with Hero Academia since season 4. And in season 4, I only watched the overhaul arc. And I think after the overhaul arc, it was the I don't know. I don't remember. I think it was like the retake exam arc for Bakugo and half cold, half hot dude. I forgot his name, bro. But yeah, that's like the last time I watched a Hero Academia episode was back in season 4, and that was I only watched the overhaul arc. And I think that overhaul arc was a really good arc. It was a very fun read. So yeah, next one is Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War. I haven't watched a single episode of Bleach, unfortunately. I'm so sorry, bro. But I'll just kind of like speed run this in manga and then probably watch the final arc, with this one. I think if I read correctly from what I've heard or read correctly that Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, the final arc, the anime, they will be covering like the whole year. They will be airing for the whole year. So it will be consisting of 52 episodes, I think, and they will kind of keep it going until next year, if that's correct. Blue Lock. Blue Lock kind of got popular because currently it is the World Cup, and lately Japan has been killing it in World Cup, and they're bringing a lot of anime vibes when it comes to World Cup. Japan team, the Japanese team, and they kind of correlate Blue Lock into the World Cup. So I think it's kind of gotten like the recognition, like a well deserved recognition. So I'm also planning to watch Blue Lock. I think it's available on Netflix in our region, so I will be watching this definitely for sure. I think a lot of this one is kind of like rom-com. There's the Uzaki-chan. I watched like a little bit of Uzaki-chan. The only reason why I watch Uzaki-chan is for I only watch Uzaki-chan because of um her mom. That's about it. But anyway, next anime, it's more than a married couple, but not lovers. I've heard many good things about this anime. It's kind of wholesome, I guess, but it's definitely on my watching list. Definitely. Next one, and I think I've heard a lot of good things about this one. This is Bochi, or whatever the fuck you call her. Bochi the Rock. I think it's about this girl who has like social anxiety, and so in order to like deal with the social anxiety, she was like invited to play in a school club band, and I think that's where the story like sets. And I think the synopsis is pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. I also have some like mild, not mild, like let's just say I have social anxiety. Whenever I'm trying to engage conversation, at the back of my mind, I always trying to make up situations for myself and how I would approach this conversation. I always like overthink, what I would say, and I would always overthink what other people feel about me. So I kind of relate to Homegirl Bocce here. This one is pretty classic anime. This is Yurusei Yatsura. She is, I think, what people called an OG waifu. I think her name is Mao. No, it's Lum. Okay, that is like the OG waifu apparently. So I'll definitely watch that before the for the waifu. That's pretty interesting. Okay, next one. I am a really big fan of Mobile Suit Gundam, and apparently this one, The Witch from Mercury, is kind of good. The last Mobile Suit Gundam that I've watched is Iron-Blooded Orphans. What I think, in my opinion, that is like the for me personally, that is like the best Mobile Suit Gundam ever. I think that's like a standalone Gundam anime, and I really really liked it. It's just a bunch of kids literally fighting for their life against this like adults with like overwhelming political power. It's really good. But yeah, this new Mobile Suit Gundam, Witch from Mercury. I'm really interested in this one. I haven't watched the recent anime one, not the anime, the recent anime movie. I forgot the name of it, but I think it's kind of in relation with the main timeline, like the main canon timeline of Mobile Suit Gundam. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, what really? Arknight's animation is airing? Are you for real? Wow. Okay. If you guys don't know, you definitely don't know because I haven't really said much about this because, you know, I'm not that popular on YouTube yet, I think. But I used to play Arknights a lot back in 2020 because I was, bored with my PS4 games, and back then I don't even have a Switch because that was back in 2020. I only have my PS4 and I don't have that much games. I haven't even bought Persona 5 Royal on that PS4, and I wanted to try Persona 5 Royal. I can't go out at that time because it was lockdown. I bought Persona 5 Royal when the lockdown kind of, eased up. But yeah, before that I was really invested into playing Arknights, bro. Arknights, I think is like a one of like a top tier gotcha games ever. It's a tower defense gotcha game, and I think the story is really good. And then Ark Knights is just like has some of the best like banger soundtracks ever. Like if you've come across like Speed of Light or Everything's All Right, like the music, you definitely have good taste, bro. Because Ark Knights have some of the most banger soundtracks ever, and that's like one of the reason why I love Ark Knights so much is because of the soundtrack. They're really good at making soundtracks, and apparently they've been airing since the 29th of October. Damn. I didn't know that. Yeah, I guess I'm going to watch that now because I don't really play Arknights anymore because I kind of got burnt out about it because um it's hard kind of logging in every day. It's kind of burnt out, logging in every day just to get the rewards, the resources to get another unit or banner, get the gacha currency to get the unit that I want. I didn't even get the unit that I wanted, which was Cao like the cat girl with the green ears, like the one with the green laboratory jacket or whatever she's wearing. But yeah, I think that's all the anime that I'm looking forward to. That is a lot of anime that I need to watch, basically. But yeah, that is like my struggle when it comes to watching animes because always wanted to watch animes in just one sitting. You know what I mean? But I also have like that, type of, watching anime tactic has a negative side, and that's not because, and that is you might even forget, that you have to watch this anime at the end of the season. So it's hard to like keep up with this like anime trend. I hate this like habit of mine where again that I wait for all the episodes to air, then I will binge it. Then by the time that all the episodes are done airing, I will no longer be watching it because I kind of forgot about it. But I want to change that, all right, because there's so much anime that I've always wanted to watch, but this like habit of mine is like preventing me from doing it, and it kind of sucks. I've always wanted to do it, but again, it sucks. But anyway, that is all that is all the anime that I wanted to watch. It's going to be interesting, and I think the 2023, I think there will be some good picks of anime that I'm also interested in, especially the Attack on Titan final season, right? But yeah, just wanted to tell you that, how I feel about my watching anime habit and what are the animes I would be wanting to watch. That's about it. I will be ending the video